What's going on, Jerome's? So, as we approach the draft, it's finally almost here. You have the big time media outlets doing their singular mock drafts because they're normal people. They don't do 85 mock drafts. But ESPN's NFL Nation writers, they got together, did a 32 team mock draft. Well, some writers had the night off, like the Rams and the Seahawks, and the Texans guy, whatever. Want to go through the picks. And also remember, a lot of this is getting the temperature of the fan base, as well as the writers have their sources within their teams, with agents, everything. So this is a really fun exercise, and it's a balance of what the team's needs are, what the writers are hearing, as well as what the fans want. Give the people what they want, because it's like, please like me. Please don't be mean. There you go. So let's dive on in. Number one, Jaguars. Hey, Michael DeRocco. I don't know you from Adam, but congratulations on having a very easy go of it. So Trevor Lawrence. At least you get spicy a little bit later on. 2, Jets, Wilson. Yes. 3, Niners. Nick Wagoner. What is up, Mac Jones? Who? And reportedly it's down to Mac Jones and Trey Lance. I don't know why Justin Fields is off the table, but yeah. But Mac Jones, he can be that game manager like he was at Alabama, where he's got Trent Williams protecting his blind side. He's got great weapons with Kittle and Ayuk and Debo. So this could work out. Or they'll look like asses. Either way, we'll see. 4. And there's no trades in this draft. 4, Falcons, Kyle Pitts. Yes. Just get matchup nightmare, man. Especially if you're going to lose Julio, Kyle Pitts in the red zone. Go ahead. 5, Bengals, where offensive line makes sense, but they could also get offensive line in the second round. And Jamar Chase is just that dude. Even in a historically deep wide receiver class, he is wide receiver 1. And even though I love me Devontae and Waddle, there is a gap between those two and Jamar Chase. He is that guy. Ben Baby, what up? Love Ben Baby. 6, Dolphins, where they take Devontae Smith and they're getting Tua some weapons, and they're like, hey, Devontae, I don't care if you're 42 pounds. You're going to be dynamic after the catch, and you're going to give Tua a well-respected and well-known weapon, and just getting it. 7, Lions, where this is a BPA spot, where offensive line, they seem to be relatively good to go, but Penei Sewell is just going to be that dude. And they're probably going to play him at right tackle since they do have Decker in the building. But the Lions certainly should be open to BPA. They're not anywhere close to contending. This is going to be a multi-year rebuild with Brad Holmes, and this is a great way to start off. 8, Panthers, Caleb Farley. Wow. First cornerback off the board, even though he's got those back issues. Now, apparently he's got the Rona, so he's not going to attend the draft. But Caleb Farley, if fully healthy, it would be the cornerback 1 in this class. His tape is great. He's got the speed, and he's got the length and the size, and I would take him cornerback 1, but those back injuries creep me out, man. But David Newton is just like, put it on the table. I'm doing it. I'm going to pass on Justin Fields. I'm going to pass on Trey Lance. I'm going to take that cornerback with a bad back. All right. 9, Broncos. No pants for Trey Lance. George Payton gets his dude. Jeff Legwold, what up? Yeah. 10, Cowboys, where I forgot who pointed this out. It might have been Jane Slater, where Mike McCarthy, I also forgot that Mike McCarthy is the Cowboys head coach, and that made me laugh again because Mike McCarthy is the grown-up version of the kid from Up, but he was Saints offensive coordinator for Joe Horn back in the day. Joe Horn is obviously J.C. Horn's dad, plus I think the defense coordinator had crossover at Carolina or something like that. But the Cowboys do have ties with J.C. Horn, and I know every single mock draft have them going Surtain to go Bama at cornerback with Trevon Diggs. But J.C. Horn has got the length. He's got everything. I love it, man. 11, the Giants go Jalen Waddle. Deep threat for Danny Dimes. Makes sense. 12, Eagles have needs all over the place, so they get Surtain at 12. They probably would have took him at 6. So getting an extra first-round pick makes sense. 13, Chargers take Rashawn Slater, going to protect Justin Herbert's blind side for the long term. And this is the best case scenario for the Vikings, where 2 of the top 3 tackles get to 13, where either way, one of them is going to fall. And I'm fine with Darrisaw. I'm fine with Slater. Go get it on. And Courtney Cronin, ESPN, Christian Darrisaw. Yes. If one of the top 3 offensive tackles are available here, this pick is a no-brainer. Well, you would think. But Rick Spielman listens to Mike Zimmer, and Zimmer's going to be in those draft rooms. Minnesota has needs on both the offensive and defensive lines, but can find better value for a pass rusher later. Ron Perkins. Darisaw is the type of prospect who could start at left tackle from day one and know you're potentially set at the position for years. Ezra, hello darkness, my old friend, which is the type of long-term stability the offensive line has long desired. This would allow the Vikings to have 4 of the 5 spots on the O-line set before training camp begins. And then, I don't care. Let's sign Trey Turner. Why the hell not? The Virginia Tech standout is a zone scheme fit. Yes. Who also excels in pass protection. Yes. Two attractive qualities for a unit that needs to shore up its ability to protect quarterback Kirk Cousins. Yes, yes, yes. If this happens, I understand that Parsons is on the board. I understand that Fields is on the board. Just get the guy. Just get the guy. Although, I'm not going to lie, Fields would be tempting. And I'm not even a huge Fields fan, man. But just in terms of valuable, that's not English, value. 15, Patriots, Fields, yes. Sipion Camper year, yes. The Cardinals, 16, taking Greg Newsome, 4th cornerback off the board, replacing Patrick Peterson, yes. 17, the Raiders, This is the perfect spot. Perfect spot for Micah Parsons. It's not so much because of potential red flags. I think the Raiders have moved away from that, but they have a need at linebacker. They have a need in the secondary. They have a need at pass rusher, and Parsons can be all 3 of those. It's just a phenomenal pick at this stage. 18, Dolphins taking Azeez Ojulari, first edge rusher off the board. Bit surprising. I love me some Azeez, redshirt sophomore. He's super raw, but Flores can use him as a rotational pass rusher to start as he fills out the rest of his game. I really like that fit. 19, Washington, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Oops, that's not in frame. And this is a BPA pick where that defensive front 7 is already solid. I think they arguably might have the best defensive line in the NFL. And now they get Joke, who can play in the secondary, can play safety, can play in the slot, can play linebacker, can play everywhere. It's a nice, really nice young pick. 20, Tevin Jenkins, where you would think that the Bears would be like, okay. Maybe Jeff Dickerson should go nuts. Just go Davis Mills, just go Kellen Mond here. And frankly, even though that's way overdrafting them, I think Bears fans would be on board with that. But offensive line, yes, makes sense. Tevin Jenkins has some nastiness to him. I think that this would be a really solid pickup for the Bears. Where the Bears are weird because they can't decide what they want to be. Where they have a mix of zone offensive linemen like James Daniels. They have a mix of man gap offensive linemen. And now Tevin Jenkins, sort of that bridge. Like, he has the mobility to block zone. He certainly has the size and disposition to block man. Yeah. 21. Colts, Kwity Paye. This is a BPA pick, even though they definitely need offensive line help. They could probably snag that in round 2. But FU, pay me on the defensive line, replacing Justin Houston. Yeah, go get it. 22, Tennessee Titans, Elijah Moore, where I've seen this one a couple times. It's kind of few and far between, but I really love this pick, man. I really love this fit. Him and A.J. Brown are just going to be dynamite. Just going to be dynamite. Elijah coming in, replacing Corey Davis, also going to play some special teams. Yeah. 23, Jets, where traditionally you see the Jets going Wilson at 2 and then going defense at 23. But I like this the idea of building around Zach Wilson as much as possible. AVT at 23 is huge value. Plant his ass at left guard. So you got Becton at left tackle. You got AVT at left guard. That sideline is set. You are good to go there. 24, Steelers, needs all over the place. Najee Harris makes a lot of sense. And Steelers fans love this one, where he really is Le'Veon Bell 2.0, but with added size. It's like if Jerome Bettis could catch the ball. He's not quite that big. Well, no, Franco Harris. Ooh, throwback to the fullback from Happy Valley. Let's go. Franco's Italian Army. 25, Jaguars, Christian Barmore. They've been trying to find some consistency on that defensive line, and they signed Roy Robertson Harris. They brought in Jihad Ward. Taven Bryant doesn't seem like it's working out. So, yeah, Christian Barmore at this stage. Go ahead. 26, Jalen Phillips, where you can afford to gamble on health. And if he pans out, the Browns could be sick up front, where they have Clowney for a year. They obviously have Myles Garrett. They signed Tack McKinley, but Jalen Phillips, man, if he can stay healthy, go get some. 27, first of 2 first-round picks for the Ravens. Trevon Morgan on that back end, where you would think edge rusher, you would think maybe offensive line, but I understand the Morgan pick at this stage. You need that guy in the back end. They never really replaced Earl Thomas. 28, Jamin Davis over Zaven Collins from the top rope. Get some. The Saints definitely need some freshening at that linebacker core, so it makes sense. DeMario Davis is starting to age out just a little bit. 29, Packers. They finally did it. They did it. Guilty as charged. Man, Rashad Bateman, that sucks. That sucks, man. Hey, Gutekunst, what's your love affair with Gophers, by the way? Huh? You going to take St. Just in the mid-rounds? Go ahead. 30, Bills, this is a luxury pick. Rousseau, all along the defensive line for Frazier, McDermott. Man, it's a good pickup. 31, Ravens, a second of 2 picks. So they went Trevor Morrig, the best safety in the draft, and now they go Terrace Marshall Jr., outside the numbers type dude, allowed Hollywood Brown to work more from the slot. It's nice. And then 32, Joe Tryon. So he's going to rush from the edge. JPP isn't getting younger. They did re-sign Shaq Barrett, but Todd Bowles showed that it's pressure. It's blitzing and pressure and just getting after it all along that defensive line. That's how you win Super Bowls. That's how you win championships. Dudes who didn't make it. So you got Kellen Mond, Davis Mills. I thought since it's writers, since it's to a degree pandering to the fan base, that maybe one of those guys will sneak in, but no go. No Etienne, no Kadarius Toney, no Rondale Moore, no Frymouth. Offensive line, Leatherwood, Radins, Cosby, Eichberg, Mayfield, nope. Dickerson, nope. Davis, nope. Edge, Asai, Boogie Basham, no go. Jason Away, the physical freak, didn't sneak into the first round. He'll be a high-end second-round pick. Onwuzurike, no. Zaven Collins, been a mainstay of a lot of first-round mocks. Didn't end up happening this time. And then defensive backs, Asante Samuel, the 2 Georgia corners, as well as Javon Holland. But like I said, if this is how it works out for the Vikings and somehow, some way, Slater and Darisaw make it to 13, you're good. I mean, you're frankly happy with Darisaw. You're happy with Slater. And I understand that the Fields falling complicates the calculus a little bit. But what do you want to do? The Vikings have done a lot of legwork on day 2 quarterbacks. You can get Darisaw, and then, frankly, you can do F off with your other 9 picks. Like, you can give them all to Zimmer. You can move up in the second round to draft a quarterback of the future. I don't care. Just get Darisaw, get Slater, get a cornerstone piece on this offensive line, and then we'll figure everything else out later. It's fun, man. Tomorrow. Let's go. Your thoughts on our thoughts. ESPN NFL Nation's mock draft. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.